And once again, welcome you guys back to another episode of Patrol and Performance. And I'm your host, John Shaft. And it looks like we're going to be joining Whittier, Minnesota PD officers. The officers are arriving on the scene of a shooting in this video, to where one of the officer, Mitchell, the first officer to arrive on scene, has been shot, and later on he's rushed to the hospital to where he loses his life. And so let's go ahead and get into this video, and afterwards I will come back and give you my commentary.
2 victims outside at the location bleeding. Hey!
Looks like we're going to be joining Whittier.
Are there
PD officers in Minnesota. They're actually on the scene of a shooting.
Are there victims inside?
And Officer Mitchell here is trying to get aid to this victim, and he's coming under fire as he tried to render aid.
Somebody call 911! 911! The officer's dead on the road! We're calling.
This is actually a witness's video.
Holy the guy shot him there.
Let's go.
And once again, you are viewing another episode of Patrol and Performance. And you're looking at Whittier, Minnesota PD officers on the scene of a shooting. One officer is hit and down. Officer Mitchell has been hit and wounded.
Still shooting mid-block here. Still shooting mid-block.
They just keep shooting him till he's dead. He's right there.
Again, this is the witness's video.
That was a gang sign. So he's erecting something. I don't know too much, but my cousin's in some shit. He's bleeding out. Don't lose your life. Don't for this.
Hey, let's go. Move up. Move.
We have information that an officer
Cover me. You got it?
Don't for this. He's loading up right now for evidence. They shot him in the head. He's dead. He's dead. I don't know where it's coming from, but he's dead.
Let's move. Come on. We're good. We gotta get moved, dude. Come on. Come on. I got a shield. Come on.
A black male wearing a white shirt, black hoodie, cut-off shorts, and brown shoes. 2115 Blaisdell information.
Stop moving. Let's go. I'm approaching. He's down. Move up! Hold up. Come on. Reload. Straight ahead.
Stay away from the 22nd and 21st from that block.
Get up. We need handcuffs on him.
Stay away from the 22nd and 21st from that block.
This guy's hiding outside the house. Get him in my car. Let's go to the hospital. Where is it? This car right here. Hands. Do hands. Straight to the legs. Stay with me, man. Come on, stay with me. Come on. Get down. Get out of the house. Let's go. In the back of the car. Go. Car. Open the car. Okay. Somebody's open the window. Stay with me, Angel. Stay with me. Shot. Hey, where's he shot? Keep him here. All right. Where was he? Get the vest on. Get his vest on. What are you looking for? Shot.
Like I said, I just wanted to ask you a couple questions, all right? You're not under arrest or anything like that, and you said you're going to leave today, so you're not in any trouble. Right. I want to take you back to the shooting that happened in Minneapolis, where the officer died. Yeah. You remember that one? Yeah. So that was on May 30th.
Yeah, and a friend of mine did, yeah.
Okay, so you were friends with who?
I was friends with the shooter.
The shooter? Mustafa?
Mustafa, yeah. Okay.
So you were in the apartment at the time?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me about what happened in there? And I want you to be honest, because listen, I got to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of people that are just like want to tell me the truth, and so I feel like I got bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And
I told him you would be honest, especially because your friend is dead now.
Yeah.
It's not like you're telling anything.
I had to bury him by myself, so...
Oh, wow, I'm sorry.
Heard me that, way he made him look like...
Well, he's
not a cop, but he wasn't mentally there, in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, he was a good guy.
Okay.
He stayed out of trouble for so long.
Yeah.
Though he did run away from the police.
Everyone makes mistakes.
I wasn't aware of that until...
Sure.
Man, that ain't no mistake. You shoot somebody like that. Shoot up a
So
neighborhood.
what happened in the apartment?
That's a deranged individual.
I slept at an apartment, I think, the morning I came in, and he was using drugs and drinking.
What kind of drugs?
Mostly. Yeah, sniffing it.
Okay.
I haven't seen him. Usually he drinks, like me.
Yeah.
Drinks together. But I have never seen him using drugs. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Usually was he used to hide it from me? I don't know. You know what I mean? But that morning when I came in, he was high off drugs, drunk, and then I just slept in the living room, got knocked out, and he woke me up around before the shooting. Him and one of the disabled guy.
Sure.
Yeah, we were good friends as well. And he was a good friend of mine. I'm saying he was not mentally there. There's no way in hell you're gonna shoot your girlfriend.
Your good friend, yeah.
You're mentally capable. They woke me up. They actually if they can borrow my ex-wife's car. So they called me Jerry, the disabled guy. Jerry can go get his car out in the airport. So as I'm trying to phone comes place while I was sleeping. So as I'm trying to my phone, there was an argument about gun. That was mine. They didn't know the person gave it to me. This and that. So I don't know, but I think Jerry was licensed.
Jerry was what?
I think he was licensed to carry.
License?
Oh, allowed to carry a gun? Okay.
It was a gun you said that was given to you?
No, it was not about me. It was about this guy named Ahmed. Was on Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to like back and forth about the gun. The gun is mine. The gun is now mine. And Jerry came in and said, "Hey, this gun guy stole it from me. Well, I'm back. It's under my name. I'm gonna take it." And that was it. Next thing I know is I hear pop pop. I believe you guys seen me in the video. I was the first one out the door. You guys shot a month before that, I believe. And then I see a black guy that was walking out the alley. I had to use his phone, and then came after me, looks at me and says, "I love you, bro." That's it. Dead eyes. And I'm saying, like, the reason why I'm saying he's not mentally capable is now, it was like, a good guy. He played on fairness. He would fight me if I'm wrong. We were known each other for 27 years. You could see me tearing up, like, yeah, it was good guy. It's just the time and the drugs that he was using and the alcohol and guns being around. Alcohol and guns are not good, right?
Where did he get his gun from?
I have no idea.
Did you know him to carry a gun?
No, because I carry guns. I have a license.
Okay.
You ain't licensed, let's clear that up. Let's see. When did you get this?
Back.
You did?
Yeah. No license.
Oh, here you are.
License. I don't get guns. Okay. The guns I started with
A couple more questions about inside the apartment, okay? First question is, who brought that gun to the apartment?
Okay, Ahmed.
Ahmed?
Yeah.
A.M.
Black.
Yeah, he come black.
Yeah.
What else do you know about him?
He's from old black. Like, we grew up together. Me, Ahmed, victim, one of the victims, name.
Osman?
Mustafa. We all grew up together. Yeah.
Can you tell me I want you just to name off who was all in the apartment when this happened.
When I woke up, victim, his name Omar.
Osman? Did you say?
Buffalo.
Yep, okay.
Was Mustafa.
Yep.
Was Muhammad. Bunch of girls.
All in the living room?
No, all were in the room.
They're in the room.
And I was still in the living room. So the guys was in the living room.
Okay. Time for me to remember being in there. It's just you, Jerry, Buffalo, and
Jerry and Buffalo woke me up telling me, "Hey, it's getting late. We're supposed to go see your sister." And I was like, "Come on, let me sleep." He's like, "No, it's 5 o'clock." And then the black guy came in and
And then Black came. So Black's another one that was there, obviously, because he brought the gun, right?
yeah, that everything else.
What happened to the gun after all this went down?
I have no idea.
You don't know who left with it or anything like that?
As soon as I could.
But you haven't heard on the streets, like, hey, I need to get rid of this or anything like that?
No, we behind it.
Think he does?
I didn't see him come out before me or after me. And I don't know.
Gotcha. When this argument started over their gun, was there a lot of conversation, or was
Yeah,
it?
it was loud. I tried to intervene, but it was like
Were they all speaking in English?
Somali English, everything that they
And
could.
what was being said?
Jerry was fighting over the gun that was coming from him. Buffalo was saying that the gun was bought from a guy that, if I remember right, that he wasn't there. And was saying I got it from the victim Osman. And Osman was trying to be like, I've never seen it before. So I never interested that type of thing.
So it's just like an argument between
These guys, and I'm in the middle trying to figure out who's what. They just woke up, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it just got out of hand in seconds. 1 minute they were hitting me up, had the last minute chance, the next minute it's just boom. As I remember, I was looking on my phone, I tried to get in a room, I didn't know all the girls were there, and then they get me out the room, I came back, I'm looking at there's another couch thingy, I don't know if you guys saw that, the little sit thingy in the apartment, at the back wall. It's like a sit thing. So I'm looking behind there, and I see the argument there in the kitchen, they're in the front door, and all of a sudden, pops, and I'm just frozen there with that phone on.
Do you know a guy named Gajo?
Yeah.
Was Gajo there?
No, but he was supposed to be there.
Are you sure?
I don't know if he was there, but I know he was supposed to be there because I know he was supposed to come up that day.
Does Gajo normally have big crazy hair? More if you took that out, it'd be all over.
He wasn't there as knowledge, but
Why was he supposed to be there?
because he's coming home from jail, and he was supposed to be there.
Gotcha. So when you crashed, you didn't see him there, is what you're saying?
No, because when I crashed, it was 5 in the morning. The things happened, it was around 4 o'clock, 5 there.
So you
7, 12 hours, and I wanted to see him before work because I didn't see for days.
Gotcha. Gajo to carry a gun?
Yes and no.
In a gang?
I can't say for sure, because he's a young kid. He is 19 years old, so I don't know if I gotta let him again yet, but...
Well, if you see him and you're hanging out there, can you hit one? Can you give us a shout and just text him or something? Just let us know. Okay, Lala or Beats here. And again, you can tell him whatever you want, but I'm being truthful with you. We just want to know the story, and no one's under arrest. No one else is.
We got to talk to every single person that was there. You saw all the pictures there. Every person in the pictures, we've got to just talk to them. That's it.
Plain and simple.
I believe half of them you did talk to them, right?
A lot of them. Only got a couple left, probably. So, and Blackie especially. You see Black? You hit me up. I know you say you haven't seen him, but if
Black is, I think the reason why he's hiding is he expects something.
Because of this? Because he brought the gun there, right?
The reason that he's hiding. So I think that's...
Is someone going to kill him over it?
I have no idea.
Are people pissed at him?
Not
because they think he started it.
They think that it's because of him. But after, when you look at it and you weigh the things, it's got 1 second. It took 1 second.
It happened really fast.
Yeah, it took 1 second to settle his mood.
Yeah, of course.
In the aftermath of the shooting, investigators worked to piece together the events that led to the deadly ambush. The incident left a lasting impact on the Minneapolis community and law enforcement. Officer Jamal Mitchell was later honored in a public memorial, recognizing his service and sacrifice.
This is the final call for batch 4819, Officer Jamal Mitchell. End of watch on Thursday, May 30th, 2000.
And once again, I'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode of Patrol and Performance. And I'm your host, John Shaft. And as you just witnessed in this video, a young officer from the law enforcement agency Whittier, Minnesota, has lost his life in this incident. The officer was dispatched to the scene of a shooting, and Officer Mitchell was actually the first officer to arrive on the scene. And as he arrived on the scene and exited his patrol unit, he went to try to help a victim that was laying in the street. And I think it was later on discovered that the victim that was laying in the street was actually one of the suspects involved in the shooting. And so as Officer Mitchell proceeded to help the supposedly victim slash suspect, he was shot and injured and laying down on the ground without any cover. The first responders, the fire department, arrived on the scene and tried to give aid to Officer Mitchell to where their two was met with gunfire, and they had to retreat. And so the first responders, as they arrived on the scene, trying to give aid and assist Officer Mitchell, they was met with gunfire as well, and they had to retreat. As other officers arrived on the scene, gunshots continued to ring out in this scene, as you can see in the video. Looks like the individual was a lone gunman that actually had mental problems, activated by drugs and alcohol. So as the officer arrived, trying to get to and assist Officer Mitchell, they come up on a heavy gunfire, as you can see. But they finally was able to shoot and capture the suspect. I do believe this individual name was Mustafidus. Exactly, I really don't know where he was from. But for some reason or another, he was seemed to be battling some kind of mental issues, and he was drinking heavily, and also so after the many years that I was involved in law enforcement, I have never been involved in a shooting like this. Most of the shootings that I was involved in was after the facts, and what I mean by that, it was after I arrived to the scene of the shooting. The shooting was usually over with, and it usually was a suspect to a victim type of situation. So I never had been involved in a shooting to where someone was shooting at me or trying to take me out. But I have had other colleagues that I worked with that had been involved in such shootings. I've been involved with several homicides to where I had to do the investigation of a particular homicide. And I never was involved in a investigation to where an officer was hit, struck, and injured, and ended up losing his life, like this officer did in this video. So shout out to Whittier, Minnesota PD agencies, and Officer Mitchell and his family. It looks like he leaves behind a wife and some children. And sadly, this is how sometimes being in law enforcement, this is how sometimes it ends for some of these officers. And this particular officer was a pretty young officer. I don't even think he was on the force no more than probably 3 to 5 years before he lost his life. And the last officer I remembered losing his life was a colleague, a friend of mine. We actually went to college together, and his name was Myron Massey, and Myron actually worked for Fairfield PD, and so he was out one night on patrol, and he had a dispatch call from a dispatcher of an individual driving a vehicle to stop somewhere to put gas in his vehicle, and drove off without actually paying for the gas. And the clerk was able to get the description of the vehicle and the license plates, and she reported it back to the dispatcher, and the dispatcher informed the officer of the description of the vehicle. And so Myron was actually the first officer to spot the vehicle and get behind it and pull it over. I'm not going to tell the whole story because it's a long story. And it's really ironic how I am intertwined with this particular story. Simply because the young man that actually shot Myron was named Patrick Carr. And I was actually working, went to work for the state in a prison. And I actually knew Patrick Carr Sr. Patrick Carr Sr. was actually an individual inmate in the particular prison that I worked at. And so Patrick Carr Jr. Is the one that actually shot and killed Myron Massey. Myron was a pretty big guy. Myron probably was about, I don't know, 6'4", I say between 6'5" and 6'7". He was a huge figure. And he actually got his start with Whittier PD. That's Whittier, Alabama. And later on, he's transferred over to Fairfield PD. And so Myron got behind Patrick Carr Jr. and this other young man named Ford. Patrick Carr Jr. picked up this motor vehicle from a mechanic shop that Mr. Ford was working at. Both of these guys under 20 years old at the time. And Myron stopped the vehicle involving these two individuals, and Patrick leaned over to his left shoulder, fired 2 shots, striking Myron in the chest, and Myron died at the hospital on the operating table. He left behind 2 sets of twins and 1 daughter and a wife. So actually he had 5 children, and they was all five. They was actually all 5 girls. Myron was a pretty nice guy, the nicest man that you ever want to meet. And like I said, this story is sort of intertwined with each other. I really don't want to get off into it because it's such a long story. But anytime you get one of these, officers out here on the streets, actually lose their lives. as they try to protect us and our different communities. It's a tragic, because we have to remember that these guys do have families to go home to as well. They're not robots. And so whenever a criminal decides, or a suspect decides that he wants to do something really evil, then you have these officers, trained officers, that responds to these different situations. If we didn't have them, then we would probably have a what you call a collapse society. And so I'm going to end this video right here. It's again kind of tough trying to explain all this. Maybe one day I'll come back and revisit this story, and I'll explain to you guys how this situation intertwined with me, and also with Myron Massey and Patrick Carr. So shout out to 1P PD officers, and this video is dedicated to Officer Mitchell, who lost his life in this incident. And that's going to do it for this video. Once again, we thank you for rocking with us and tuning in to every episode. And we ask you, if you would, to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button so that you would know when we are doing a upload. And feel free to leave a comment. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Again, we thank you for watching.